Let's see what happens here. Okay, that didn't sound too good. Hey everyone, we're back. Oh man, we finally got caught up on the kitchen and other remodel projects we've been doing on the house. So we got some shop time back finally. I've been busy out here just trying to get things straightened out, cleaned up, put away. You know, the whole garage and shop area was just ended up being storage and tools and stuff spread out all over the place. So making some headway here. As you probably saw in the opening, we picked up a new to us MIG welder. So before we check that out, I want to head over to the bench and just do a couple sticker shout outs, and then we'll take a look at this thing. Alrighty, let's head for the bench. Okay, so we got a nice letter and a batch of stickers here from the Knackler's Workshop. That's Paul. He's over in England. He's a really interesting guy to listen to. He's been carving out some shop space in the back corner of a large wood working shop. I think he's got a couple lathes, and right now he's in the process of restoring a Unimat. Okay, come on, Dean. Unimat lathe. Restoring, refurbishing. He's got it completely torn down, and he's got a series going on that. So definitely want to check him out. He needs some views, guys. So give him a sub. Check him out. Give him some likes. I'll put a link in the description down below to his channel. And I've got a few extra stickers here. I'm going to save a couple for the local guys and one for me, of course. So I got at least like 3 extra. So if anybody wants one of my stickers, shoot me an email, and I'll include one of mine and one of Paul's as well. Okay, and moving along here, just want to do a re-shout for John's Workshop. He's in Scotland. He's actually pretty close to the town of Ayr, where we get our channel name from. And here again, he's doing some good stuff, but he needs some views. And some subs. So if you can help him out, guys. He's transformed a kind of a rundown, waterlogged storage garage, if you will, into a really nice workshop. So he's got quite a few videos showing the whole process of restoring it. So check him out if you can, please, and I'll put a link in the description. And then we've got an apology shout out here for Ades Workshop. Most of you probably have seen Ades' channel. If you haven't, definitely check him out. I believe I mentioned that he was over in England. Well, that's wrong. He's in Wales. So I'm not good on geography, so I got a lesson on that. So anyways, Ades has got a great channel. Check him out. He's a fun guy, interesting stories, and I'll throw a link in the description as well. Okay, let's continue on. Let's do a quick walk around and see what we got here. So, full disclosure, I'm not a MIG guy. I've run a little bit of MIG welding, other people's machines, but I probably have a total of maybe 2 hours of MIG time. And I really don't know all the terminology, so go easy on me, guys, if I describe something wrong. So anyways, this is a Millermatic 200, and it's got the pulse and spot control accessory. Let's see, the gun is not original. It's a Tweako. Somebody's already changed it, and it looks like it's got quite a few miles on it. I already started fiddling around here doing a little cleaning. And let's see, it came with a CO2 bottle. This is a good sized bottle. It must be I'm guessing like a 60-pound. It's kind of a you know, a short squatty style, which is kind of nice. It's just CO2. So we'll try it with that first. It's got a regulator, no flow meter. Now, I think I've got a flow meter somewhere in my stash. It's got a roll of solid wire. It's 035, and it's pretty pretty crusty. So we may just try it, see if it works. But it's not worth. If the machine's okay, it's not worth trying to use that old wire. We got some damage here. We'll see if we can. We've got to figure out what's going on with this main power switch. It's at minimum it's sticky and it may need replacing. Okay, guys, we got it opened up, and we got a little bit of dust in here, a couple spider webs, but overall it's pretty clean inside. Here's the switch that we're having trouble with, and it's just a little sluggish. And it looks like we can probably clean it, maybe lube up the mechanism a little bit, and hopefully we'll be back in business. All right, so let me get this cleaned up, and then we'll get that switch out of there. I forgot to mention, I've got this machine unplugged, and we're not even near the power outlet, so we're working safe here. Okay, so I got the cover off of the output contactor here, and see if this helps. That's kind of bright, isn't it? There we go. So these contacts are actually in really good condition. I know it looks like they may be a little burnt, but that's actually normal. That's perfectly acceptable wear. In fact, this is like an almost new condition. But yeah, this is in great shape, so I'm just going to put it right back together. And we got 3 poles here, but it's functioning as just a single pole relay. You can see these connector bars. It's got all three points connected together. This would normally be like a 3-phase contactor for a motor starter or some type of electrical load. I've got the switch out. I had to drill out the pop rivets. And I've already started the degreasing process. Just using some mineral spirits. Okay, so we got our switch all cleaned up, and now we're just going to put a little dielectric grease in there just to keep it from corroding and keep it moving free. So I got a couple different kinds. This is your classic Permatex tune-up grease that you use on like spark plug boots and so forth. And then I got some industrial stuff here. Okay, I think we're going to call that good. Reinstall it. We'll give it a try. Well, we got our switches all cleaned and put back together. We're plugged back in to power. Let's see what happens. Oh, that's much better. No hesitation at all. All right, let's try our gun here. All right, that seems to work. All right. Well, we've gone this far. Let me put this gun back together. And let's run a test bead. All right, power on. Power on. Gas is on. We just want to see if we can just get anything out of this. So I don't know much about TIG, or I mean MIG, but let's just see if we can get a bead to run. Slow our wire down or turn our voltage up. Okay, let's try some more voltage. Well, at least it makes an arc. Alright, so we're getting some feeding problems here. I think we're into the dirty part of that wire now. Let me see what's going on. There was a lot of tension on the spool control, and it might have been set that way for transporting so that it didn't come unraveled. Anyway, that's my guess. So I loosened it up. Still got enough tension so hopefully it doesn't get any backlash. Let's try this again. Nope. I think it's that crummy wire. Just got a weld on top of a weld. Alright guys, well, as you could tell, that those test beads were not going well at all. So here's the gun and the cable off the machine. So I started trying to figure out what to do. Obviously it probably needs a new liner at minimum. The contact tips, of course, I was just jury rigging some ones that were not the right ones. The nozzle's beat up. You know, this whole thing is just really beat up. The other thing that I've figured out is that this is not the correct cable slash gun for that machine. I mean, it's got an adapter so that it could work, and I've already took the fittings off, but you know, there's an external gas fitting where the actual one should be internal right here with a couple O-rings. So just adding up what it would cost to try to make this work. By the time I buy the parts, you know, it's not going to be that much different than getting a whole new gun and cable. Plus this is the wrong one anyways, so I've ordered a whole new setup. We got a new gun coming, new cable with the right adapter, ordered brand new wire. So when it gets here, we're gonna go that route and try it out. So should only be a few seconds for you guys, but it'll be a couple days for me here waiting on the delivery. All right. So we went middle of the road and we got one of these Tweco weld skill guns. It's I think it's like a middle of the road. It's below their pro line, but it's certainly better than one of the Chinese ones. I looked at the Bernards and they were just way too pricey. Same like as the pro lines. They, you know, I was going to spend as much for the gun as I did for the whole machine. So anyways, taking a look here. There's what she looks like. It's a 15-foot cable. I hope that's not too long. Like I say, I'm not a MIG guy, so I don't know what is good and what's bad. So this one, it's already got the adapter for Miller on there, and hopefully it'll plug right in. So off camera, I'm going to see if I can get this installed, and I'll be right back. So the wire that we got is this INE. And what I liked is it's from Italy, at least it's not from China. So we're going to give it a try. And ready to go. We've got our test subject. Got some scrap to practice with. So I did try a couple days ago. I did run a couple beads just to see if it's going to work, and it worked good then. This is about 3/16 wall. This piece of tubing here. So I've got the settings set at the recommended nameplate settings for that thickness and the wire, 035 wire that we're using. So we'll see what happens. Okay, rookie mistake number 1. Don't forget to turn on your gas bottle. Alright, so I left the voltage the same and we bumped up the wire speed. Getting there, I think. Slow it down a little bit. Let's run another one. Try to go a little faster this time. Alright, we started out good. I don't know what happened at the end there. Okay, so yeah, I need more practice time. The good news is the machine seems okay. Operator, not so okay. But I think we got a decent welding machine there. The story on this thing is it was sitting for like 20 years in someone's garage, and my buddy found it. It was a Craigslist. He bought it. And he ended up buying another machine like 2 days later. So he asked me if I wanted to, buy this one. He said, try it out first and then just pay me what I paid for it. So we got it for super cheap. So the contact tip that I'm using in the gun is not the right gun or contact tip. The one that came with the gun was for 045 wire. I'm running 035, so this tip is a lot shorter than it's supposed to be, so that's probably not helping the situation as well. The gas we're using is CO2. That's what came with it. That tank, the certification hydro test date on it is 1978. So that's an old tank. Company's still in business, so I'm going to have to give them a call and find out if it's still exchangeable or what the deal is. So anyways, we're going to call this a wrap for now, guys. I'm going to throw up some extra clips and so forth after the sign off here, so if you want to stick around for extra credit, feel free to do so. And thanks again for stopping by, everybody, and we'll see you on the next one. And you want to check that the mechanical operation is nice and smooth. Just simulating how it functions, and notice that the springs have some compression to them. Normally it would be getting pulled from the backside, so you know, there may be a little extra slop when you're checking it manually, but that's what you want to look for, and that nothing's binding up. We are plugged in, and I did check with the meter that we do have 230 volts, so we're good there. And all we're doing is power up test. We're not and wire feed test. So let's see what happens here. Okay, that didn't sound too good.